tell you, with 10 people on this call, that's 10 times the number of people I had on my session. Just saying.
Well, with that with that confessional, Jen, we're live. So welcome everybody. This is a Mad PD party, and we're excited to have you all here. And here we go. Pete?
Hey everybody, thanks for just a great day of learning. Thanks for everybody for stepping up and sharing one idea that makes a difference in your classroom. We were trending all day. Derek at one point tweeted out that we had over 2 million impressions, which is pretty cool.
Whoa.
But I think the most important thing is that collectively we came together. I think close to 100 educators making a difference for one another, but also I think more importantly sharing great ideas that make a difference for our kids. And that's what the whole intention of Mad PD is. It will always be free. It will always be available to anyone, anywhere in the world, and it wouldn't have happened without all of you. So let the Mad PD after party begin. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, it was a great day, and I mean, my Twitter feed was extreme all day long, and I got to go in and listen to all sorts of different conversations from all over the world, and jump in and jump out. And I really think this model of a conference unconference or non-conference is a great way to go. And I'm so happy that we're able to increase the size. We've got people in the room that are pre-service teachers that were doing presentations, people who were teaching for 20 years that are doing presentations, and everywhere in between and beyond. And it's been fantastic. So just to follow Pete, that was pretty great. I'm pretty okay with that. That's a good day. So go ahead. Yeah, maybe Derek, what I was thinking is we want to do a bit of a roll call and just not really. I figured you and I could just ignore them and pretend this is why I don't know if people know, but Derek and I have never met. We really have only known each other for about a year. But I mean, I'm looking at everybody in the room and I feel like in a way I know you all. But Derek and I conceptualized this idea of Mad PD last year in March. We pulled the first one off in May. And here we are again today. It's bigger and better, and we can only really just imagine where it goes from here. And again, just want to thank you all for just stepping up and supporting one another. Jen got on kind of the last minute. Jen Casa-Todd tweeted me or messaged me last night and said, we need a master sheet. And you know what? Absolutely. Like, I mean, it's differentiated. We all need something. And she conceptualized a master sheet. I didn't have the time. I mean, it was something that I couldn't tackle. She and Jen Giffen, thank you, put together this incredible TV guide. That's just another way that people can access all of these great videos. So, just imagine a conference that you go to, and some of us have never been to a conference, or, we think of our pre-service teachers. And we get excited about going to a conference, but now think about a conference that you haven't been able to attend, but even then you want to sit and talk to a presenter after. This has allowed us to do that. And what I was saying is I was actually watching two presenters at the same time on two different computers. It's like, you can never do that at a conference. And then, you go to a conference and you wish you could have seen 15. Well, now you can go back and in your own time, click on all of the links and enjoy them, and learn, keep the learning going. So just curious to hear our presenters' impressions. Maybe we could do a bit of a roll call. You can just say where you're from, what you presented, and just your thoughts on the day. Maybe give us a feeling of what's going on. Go ahead, Derek. Work from right to left. We have Shane. Shane, get us started with your beautiful pop filter.
Yes. Yeah. It's a prop. I just like it because it looks nice. I am Shane. I am from Edmonton, Alberta. I am a drama teacher, a computers teacher, a film studies teacher, and I did a presentation today on cross-curricular learning. So just all about the things that I have learned from setting up a film studies program that also incorporates 2 other courses at the same time. So it was a blast. I had a lot of fun. I was really nervous here. All I got to say though, I was just sitting here, and wondering if the things I was going to say actually made any sense. And to the 5 people who listened anonymously, no one sent me any hate mail, so it must have worked pretty good. So it's been a blast. It's fun. Like there's good energy in this kind of thing. So I really enjoy it.
So what was your impressions like? Positive, negative? What was tough? What was easy?
It was total crap. Total crap. What do you
and mute.
Although I have to say, I think you've got a bit of a cold something there, because whenever you say mad PD, it sounds like bad PD.
Well, that's strange. I can't hear Shane anymore. I wonder why that is. It's odd. Huh. That's some sort of glitch, I guess. Oh, Shane, actually, I can't unmute you. You have to unmute yourself. So you know.
Thank you very much, Derek. That was wonderful.
No problem.
Thank you for that excellent leadership moment.
Here for you.
It was awesome. I loved today. It was great. Big highlight for me for sure.
Like of the whole year. Like it's
Well, here's the thing. I suck at PD sessions. I'm terrible. When I go into a PD session, I shared this story on my podcast, so I'll share it again. Like I went to the conference I went to last year, like the big teacher one. I showed up late, I fell asleep, and I woke up because I was farting. And
what?
Yeah, I woke up. I was passing gas, and I was like quite loudly, because I fell asleep. And so like me and PD do not get along. Like just that kind of thing. The conference thing just doesn't work. So anytime that I have a chance to sort of take the reins and also get that flexibility like this kind of day has, where it's like I can go in, I can go out. It's like if I need to go do something else, stretch my legs, whatever, I can do it and come back, hit play, and it keeps going. So this for me is like a really ideal kind of thing.
Shane, I just want to say I'm glad for the first time doing PD with you that it's been virtually.
I didn't fall asleep at a session I was giving. I fell asleep at a session.
I'm not talking about the falling asleep.
So with
Derek,
that,
yeah, I'm done. I gotta stop talking.
Let's segue across to Dean.
Oh, hi. How are you doing? Can you hear me all right?
We got you just fine, sir.
All right.
That's it.
No, I'm. This is my second time doing Mad PD, and I was honored to be part of it again. I think it's such a phenomenal learning opportunity, and it's all going to go back and help us do better work with the kids, which is all about make more difference. So it was really great. This year, I tried something a little more ambitious. I did 2 sessions on 2 things I'm really passionate about. One was on formative assessment using a tool called Formative. I was able to muster an all-star cast of formative educators, and we had a panel discussion, and it was great. And just even by listening to them, we just had a great conversation. That's one thing I like about this too, is just, you're talking, you're just relaxed. You're not really, if you make a mistake, it's not that big of a deal. You just kind of roll with it, and you just get a lot of honest responses, and you just kind of go with it, the flow. And we had an agenda, and we followed it. We had a couple questions on our live chat, and we answered those, and that was really cool. And then I did a Minecraft one next, and if I did it again, I wouldn't go back to back. I would have put an hour between, so you'd have some time to set up my other call. But it worked out right too. And I had a cameo from somebody that wanted to be there, but he made me a little video, so I put that in, and I was able to share my Minecraft story once again. And it's different from what I did last year because I keep going on my journey with that, so I had new things to share and that type of thing. But popping in out and seeing other people's presentations is just so inspiring. And I know I'll be continuing to like, we have a really beautiful day here in Regina. I teach high school math here, so it's like 26 degrees and sunny and beautiful. So it's kind of tough to be indoors a little bit, but I know I'll be out on my deck, in the next weeks, and especially during the summer, probably having a beverage of my choice and just sitting around and watching all the other great videos and ideas that other people have had that I missed, because I know there's so many cool ideas. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, great success. It's really tough to kind of get nitpicky and think of something to improve. I wrote some things in the forum already and that, but it's really, I love the style of it. I love the passion. I love the energy. Pete and Derek, kudos to you guys for starting something that's really special. And yeah, thank you for letting me be a part of it again.
Well, Pete and I had a conversation. We decided to let you back in. It was a tough choice.
Sweet.
We got there in the end. The selection process for Mad PD is a rigorous one.
And Dean, thanks for your input too on the panels. I mean, that was
that was great.
This year.
It was a lovely idea.
Yeah, and just conversations about hot topics in education, or really whatever the panel lead kind of decides to throw out to a crowd. I led a panel as well. I didn't really have an agenda. It might be, I think actually might be a good idea. Thanks, Dean, for sharing, just to have a bit of an agenda and some preset questions. But again, that's the beauty of Mad PD. There's really, there's no template for it. It's just what you as a teacher, as an educator want to do and what you envision, what works best for you. So thanks, Dean.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate your feedback and mentioning also the feedback in the forum too. I mean, it's just our way of collecting your insights, and it's always looking forward to making it better.
Awesome. So Olivia, what were your thoughts? How was your day? You're muted, by the way.
I did. I muted myself. I had, for some reason, I didn't have that start broadcast link on my screen, so then I couldn't click it. So for half an hour, Maureen and Danielle and I were trying to figure out, we were kind of talking to each other, and then we're like, okay, let's just record ourselves. But then in the meantime, I was emailing everyone, so it was interesting to see kind of the community come together and try to help us out. And then I started a new live broadcast. We still got recorded. We still had one viewer, which is, interesting, the fact that we were a half hour late. And then since then, it's been 22 views, so it's kind of fun to watch it keep getting viewed. So it was good.
Well, you'll find that you'll have a few at the start, and then it just keeps rolling in, and it's just like Dean was saying, that people will click in as they find the time for it. Awesome. Glad to know more for you, Pete.
Yeah, just a question in regards to the Flipgrid. Like, I know we had a couple presenters from last year. Maybe it's just Dean. We have a lot of new people too. In regards to the landing page between last year and this year, as far as the Flipgrid and being able to watch a video, what did you think of that? Dean, you might be able to speak to that, or do we have any other presenters from last year?
Well, I know I love Flipgrid. I've used the tool quite a bit. I love that because you can kind of get a little bit of personality in there. You can watch it as many times as you want. That's awesome. You can put the link in there. You can add a little bit. So I really thought that was great. It gave it a personal touch. You kind of knew what you're getting into. And as a presenter, it was really neat to be able to kind of give a little bit of a teaser, a little bit of a taste of what's going on. And I thought it was a great idea.
Okay, good. Thank you, Dean.
All right. So Madison, how's your day go today?
Hello. My day went wonderfully. It was my first time doing it. I just did 5 years of Con Ed at Lakehead University, so I'm graduating in June.
Yay.
So, yeah.
In Thunder Bay, Madison, or sorry?
In Aurelia.
Okay. So you have Helen
Yes. I do. So she joined me for my session today, and also another one of my professors. So that was really fun. And I think it was just really cool to be a part of some of the PD before I actually have a teaching job. Like, it was really cool to be able to share what I know and to be able to learn with other people and to go back and watch other people do things. But in saying that, I'm still young. I don't have a teaching job yet. So I was very nervous to share what I had because I didn't know if it would be useful. But it was good. It was good. It was nice to have that final breath after we finished the 20 minutes and just breathe for a second. And rewatching everyone's was really fun. So yeah.
You know what, Madison, you are leading the charge of your colleagues. Think about what you have done. The first time I presented a conference was, I believe, when I was 41 years old, and you've already presented. So kudos
thank
to
you.
you. Yeah. And,
Thank you.
and we all learn together as well. And the PLN that you've established through doing this and already, you're so much further ahead. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Just so you know, this makes Pete and I particularly excited because it really was one of the goals, one of the main goals we wanted to do was like, it's nice to bring old pros out, but what we really wanted to do was create a space where people can take that jump for the first time and try something for the first time, and maybe even in a position where in a traditional conference, they wouldn't feel confident to stand up in front of a room of teachers. But you did. You stood in front of a room of teachers, and there's lots of people who saw and will continue to see. So well done. Put it on the resume. It'll be awesome.
Well,
I sure will.
Check out the chat, Madison. You've already got a job offer from Hurley there. So
yeah? Oh, man. Steven offering jobs?
There you go.
Oh, I love Steven.
I hear he pays very, very well too. So I would jump on that, Madison, for sure.
Great.
Or he pays. All right, with that, Jen, you're next. Hi, Jen.
Which Jen?
Oh, you.
Me. Oh, hi. There are a few of us.
Oh, sorry.
So this is my first time, and I had a whopping 0 people on my call, on my presentation, and that's okay because I'm brand new to all of this, and I'm much older than most of you, and so I'm new to all the technology, so I really appreciated getting to learn new things. And most of all, I've only been outside of being a principal for a couple of years, and I've been consulting. And so it was really cool to get to just talk about what I thought was most important to talk about. Like, how we talk to and listen to kids, and not have to talk about what people said that they needed me to talk about. So it was really fun, and I loved, I have a limited viewing audience, but I loved being able to celebrate you all and all of us, and I had a great time, and I'm really hoping to be back next year. I know the criteria for sessions is really, really strict, as you said earlier,
Stringent.
but maybe I'll get a thumbs up. I mean, I had no people on my class, and I don't know, maybe 6 views since. So my criteria, I might not be hitting the benchmark, but I'll celebrate you no matter what. So, and I'm from the US. It sounds like most of you are not. So I feel like just on this little class, I'm kind of unique. I'm a diversity educator, so I'm bringing a little bit of diversity to that. I don't know.
Well, we certainly have
anything I can.
We certainly have a lot of Canadians. We do have people from all over the place, though. Pete, where do we draw from today?
5 continents. I think we had presenters lined up from 12 different countries. So yeah, the reach was pretty far. For sure.
Not for me, but for everyone. So that's great.
It'll come. It will come.
It's okay. I'm saying all of it as a joke. Like I wasn't looking for mass audience. I just feel like I need to just throw in a little humility, which I have tons of. So I'm happy to make anyone feel better about the participation they got. Because you can always be like, I did 5 times better than Jen Court, or 10 times better than Jen Court. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it is difficult. Like some people actually want just to record their presentation without an audience, but it is sometimes difficult, right? To like, you feel like you're just talking to yourself. But I can tell you, I have been there and done that as well. But having known that, you have it now recorded, and it's your idea clearly that makes a difference, and you can share that. So I'm actually looking forward to watching yours.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm just really excited to be part of this. I'm all about connecting people through our passion and our love of educating kids, and more importantly, being educated by kids. So I was really proud of this, and I plan on using it just in case anyone's interested. I'm all about telling kids, like, your voices need to be seen and heard. And I wanted to just show them kind of this model. My daughter started an anti-racism program at age 11 for our 3 towns. And so I thought this would be a great way to just kind of show how adults can come together in a shared space in the same way kids can, and provide it as an example to help them feel more confident too. I will, for the sake of making them feel better, I will share with them that I had a whopping 0 viewers, because why not?
And you know what? The thing that we're also thinking about, we're always thinking about how can we grow it and continue the sharing. Like, it's one day of sharing, but Derek and I have been talking about how we can continue that sharing. We can use the MadPD hashtag, but you know, I think sometimes we go through the day and we just have one of those ahas, like, that worked. But then the day goes on and the week goes on and it goes away, or we don't share it. But I say, like, a good idea is only as good as the people we share them with. So we actually have created a Google Plus webpage. So, you know, maybe I'll just throw that out to everybody as well, just to kind of think about how we can continue to have these conversations, not just on one day, but let's just kind of keep this community of presenters and grow them.
Hey, Jen, people are asking what the name of your presentation was and what time slot it was at.
Oh, well, aren't you kind to throw me the little sympathy bone? My session was at 2:00, and I am a clinician, a clinical therapist, and I'm an educator. I was a principal for many years. And so I combine those with my passion for diversity. And my topic was how to have a meaningful conversation with kids when you, the adult, are challenged by the topic. So I'm sure my title was way too long. That's probably one of the false starters. But just offering strategies that come from my clinical background and my educational background, and a lot from kids on, what they want from adults when they're bringing up something that adults haven't talked about before. And so just offering strategies around that. So I wanted to just take a second to say that I really, truly, as one of the, older people on the presenting group, I loved your tutorials. It was so awesome to get those emails and then to have the step-by-step, and it was really helpful. So it was actually something I shared with some of my students the other day, saying, in terms of like navigating into space you've never been in, here's an example. And I did a little video of your video of me trying to navigate it, and they both thought it was funny, and B, thought it was approachable. So thanks for that too.
No problem. Screencastify is my friend.
And I'm going international. I'm going to be up in Canada sometime soon. So,
You already were in Canada. You're in Canada right now, actually.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you know what? We're going to get a hold of Jen's video. Somebody tweet it to the hashtag and tag us all in it, and let's just send that viral.
Thank you. If I could get a couple of viewers, that would make me feel a little bit better. But I just want you to know that I've been writing down your numbers. You had a million views, 100 educators, 12 countries, 5 continents. I had 0 viewers, but otherwise your numbers are awesome.
Who said 1 million views? I just want to.
That was at the beginning of this.
Where'd you get that?
Impressions, maybe.
I don't know.
2 million impressions.
2
million.
I'm going with views, impressions, same thing.
Yeah, it turns out the calculation of views is a little more challenging because everyone's on a different YouTube channel, so we got to go.
I'll go with impressions, but still, it looks good.
Good impression.
All right. So with that, Cassandra, how you doing over there? You're muted, my friend. You need to unmute your microphone. There we go.
Sorry, I'm on my phone, and so it was tricky to find the buttons. So good evening, everybody. So we went on probably 9 a.m. Central, so 10 a.m. Eastern. But I'm coming out of East Texas in Tyler, Texas, and we shared about intentional use of culture and how to keep things simple but yet effective. And so I used my experience as a first-year principal, and I brought in a couple of assistant principals from my school district, as well as a couple of principals who are going to be entering their first year into principalship, and just kind of talking about the misconceptions that, you know, we may have going in, saying this is what we're going to do when we get our own school, and what is that really like, and what type of things should we take into account, but still have a, you know, successful first year and enjoy our students and build student achievement and accomplish all the things that we say we're going to accomplish, but keep it very focused and keep it very simple. I think it was great to incorporate my peers and my colleagues in there. And I think for our school district, it was kind of a revitalization. Teachers felt like they were able to network outside of the school district. Teachers at my campus loved it. And considering it's May, you know, they're ready to keep going with 3 weeks left of school. So it was really nice to see them engage outside of our campus. And one of the goals I had this year was how I was going to take my Ramey Elementary School in Tyler, Texas, worldwide. And here it is on Mad PD, you know, reaching, you know, different continents and 12 different countries. So I feel like I accomplished that goal before the end of the school year. So it was a really nice platform, and we enjoyed the day.
That's pretty awesome. That's great. That is fantastic news. I'm glad that that's happening. And we had a principal out of Iowa send us a picture of him and his staff watching some Mad PD stuff and from last year. I mean, it's great. People are using this in different platforms. It's really awesome. Yeah, my teachers really enjoyed it. You know, they hadn't been exposed to something like that. And so it's just going to be a great way to keep their conversation going, keep their ideas going, and make them feel good about the work that they're doing as well. It was a good day. Excellent. So we have a late joiner here. We have Jody, who I don't have any video of. Are you there, Jody? I have a picture of her, but that's it. All right. Okay. Well, Jody, if you come around and speak up, and we'd love to hear from you. So, Pete, what's left?
I think everybody should celebrate a very successful day. You know, it really is. We're talking to before coming on. It's May. It's getting towards the end of the school year. We're all tired. It's Sunday. A lot of us have put in hours into Mad PD, either, you know, presenting or watching, preparing ahead of time, kicking in, helping each other troubleshoot, and again, it's a Sunday, and it just gives us an idea of just how passionate educators are for the profession and doing great things with kids. So again, personal thanks to all of you, and I really look forward to hopefully continuing the conversation. That's something that we didn't do, but it's something that I have personally an interest in, just kind of creating this, having this conversation continue every day where we have a space. You find something that makes a difference for you. Let's continue to share it. Let's start with the Mad PD hashtag, and also the Google Plus community that maybe we'll send you a reminder in a week or two. I'm sure you're kind of tired of my emails and Derek's tutorials. So best wishes for a great summer, and thank you again, and we'll be in touch soon.
Yeah, and Pete and I are pretty open to different things. So if you have ideas on how you want to spread this around, if you have ideas on how you want to move this forward on the video, I'm seeing people talking about a monthly Mad PD chat. I don't know. You know, we had some people mobilize that table, that beautiful active table that you saw that started last night at like 11 o'clock. So we understand that of the 100 presenters, we've got some people that have some really awesome ideas, and we're happy to hear from you. So let us know what you think, what you want to do. Pete sent out a survey today, so please go for it. We are open to most things. And with that
challenge,
it was a lovely day, and I am pleased with it. What else we have to do before we sign out, Pete? Is that it?
You got it.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You guys are awesome. Keep up the great work.
You too.
Have a good end of your school year, everybody.